How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. I should have changed the area again. Fuck, I keep forgetting. We are here today with Tiandi, aka I like to scream a lot. So he is supposed to be a master of the practitioner of the dodges. Oh, I didn't dodge that time. Tiandi can be quite the annoying character to go up against at times. He has a lot of strong abilities, so we're going to jump right on in. Alright, so for his dodges, he has a light attack dodge that has superior block properties. I can show that real quick. So if the opponent goes for an attack, you can actually go right through the attack. Calm down, Bertha. In addition, I mean, it's very, very fast. There you go. So it does 22 damage if you do it that way, and if you do it that way, you can do the palm strike right after, which is back X. His movement stick, back X, which guarantees you a light attack. So that's a fun part. Sorry, can't do a top heavy, should have done the side. He has his 2 light attacks, which I see way too often. Into heavy, and then he also has heavy into heavy, which is very, very slow, so not a lot of people use it. He also has a dodge that's a heavy that hits on the opposite direction in which he is moving. As you saw at the beginning of this, he can also press that multiple times, and if you want, just by pressing dodge again, he can cancel it, or by pressing B, he can cancel it. And during this, you can actually input the other dodge as well. You can do the other dodge attack and cancel it the same way as if you were to feint, except this time you just input that instead. So, in addition to this, when he goes into this, any heavy attack he lands, he has the ability to go for a kick if it's one of his dodge moves. He also has a dashing forward heavy that has armor on it. Now this kick is not guaranteed, thankfully, but it can be dodged out of. As you saw there, it started the startup frame. It's hard to figure out how late in the animation you can... So you have to do it reasonably early in the animation, but you can get out of it, which means you could get right up in someone's face and just wail on them, you know? So essentially, the way most players are going to use this are you're going to go into that, and then you're going to go into a different attack. You're just going to keep mixing it up, basically. Also, his zone, you can cancel after the first hit. Solid 20 damage, and you can go straight into palm strike right after. You can go into a light attack and go into whatever you want. You also can press X to go into a kick. It's a different cancel, so rather than feinting, you just press X. And just like the other versions of the kick, you can dodge out of it, which means you could do the zone, go for a kick, and then do a side smack. And just like the other ones, if you do this and you go for that, you can actually go into the heavy as well, though it will drain a lot of stamina. You can do that off of any of the kick starters, go into this, and then you can still cancel it into those. All of his dodges kind of mix into one another. His kick goes into a dodge, all that kind of mixes and flows together into one big thing. Now, upon landing a heavy, as I said, you can go for a kick. Upon landing a light, the same thing will go for, you can go for a palm strike. Palm strike guarantees a light if you land it. So anytime you land that, you can go for a palm strike. If people start dodging the palm strike, you can go for that. Just go for a quick light, that way they can't dodge. Or you could go for another dodge attack if you wanted, you know, whatever you want to do on that. He has a heavy attack into light, which most people use to finish off a heavy attack after they get it. Palm strike combo, so long as palm strike connects, you can do that. Palm strike also, technically, You can go for a heavy. It can be parried. It's not a guarantee. You can go for it, but it is not guaranteed, so remember that. All of his attacks kind of flow into his dodges really, really, really well. It has an extended property. Zone attack can go into a kick, which you can also go out of. So that was actually really easy to go over everything in one, just one quick go. Tiandi really relies on being able to do this kind of stuff, and unfortunately, if you play a character like Warlord that has a fast, what do you call it? Undodgeable. As soon as you see him start to do that, smack him. Smack him. Because a lot of characters, a lot of players I go up against, at least, do this, and then as fast as possible go into that. Smack him as soon as he starts this, and before he gets that out, you're already going to smack him, and you're going to basically look at him and be like, no, 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 no. You may be a dodge specialist, but you ain't dodging. We ain't dodging today. And you want him to fear dodging. You really do. If you're going to win against a Tiandi, you want them to fear dodging. If you're playing Tiandi, you want them to fear your dodges. You don't want them to know what's coming. Sometimes you throw out your heavy dodge and you let it go. Sometimes you don't let it go. Sometimes you let your other one go. And sometimes you cancel into a light. Your kicks, sometimes, let them go. If you're, speaking of which, if the kick is close enough to a wall, you actually can get a follow-up. Otherwise, you can't get a follow-up off of a kick. Most people, I see this all the time, most people upon landing the kick go for this. They go for that attack. I don't know why. They go for this. I don't think it's guaranteed. I'm pretty sure it can be blocked. I don't know if it can be parried, but I'm pretty positive it can be blocked. I don't think any of that's guaranteed unless you get them really close to the wall. Although it can cliff, so you can kick someone right the hell off the cliff. Just yeet them straight off that. But that is about it for Tiandi. That's all of his wonderful abilities with the dodges. He is a dodge specialist, so I'm not really surprised that, everything we went over here was how to get in and out of his dodges. He doesn't have a whole lot of basic attacks, but he obviously also doesn't really need them. This, unfortunately, is abused very, very hard on Xbox. The palm strike. And even if you start trying to dodge it, then you just have this going on. It gets annoying, but Tiandi's lights do enough damage that he can just keep kind of whiffing them and going for them. I mean, 29 damage if you land both of them. It's pretty dang good. Thinking about Orochi gets 18 for landing his two top lights. 18 damage compared to this guy that gets 29. Oof. Anyway. Granted, you could parry that second one. So it's not like it's a guaranteed light or anything. If you land palm strike, it is. Anyway, everybody, that is all you need to know to start up with the Dodge Mistress, the Dodge Master, whichever version of Tiandi you choose to use. And don't forget, you can push all of his dodges in. So you can even do his forward, advancing one into the kick. You can do literally anything to do with his dodges. Don't forget that. And even if you go for a kick and then you dodge it, you can go into a palm strike right afterward. Palm strike you can get to just by pressing the down guard break. Other than that, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Dodge safely, my friends.